Hey, it's Christina with Tinagirl Travels. I'm here with my husband Keith, and we are in Casablanca, Morocco. And today we're going to be taking the bullet train from Casablanca to Tangier. This is what it's all about. Let's check it out. Would you believe this picture of Morocco's bullet train is what sparked our entire trip? So the moment I found out Morocco had a high-speed train, I knew we had to ride it. So our journey began in Casablanca, where we spent 2 nights exploring the city before heading north to Tangier. So to catch the Boraq, which is the name of Morocco's sleek bullet train, we made our way to Casablanca Voyageurs station right in the heart of Casablanca. This station is very modern, bright, and it's just full of cafes, restaurants, and shops. And it's a little more like an airport really than a train station. In fact, every major train station that we passed through during our 2 weeks in Morocco was surprisingly state-of-the-art, very modern. Morocco has been investing heavily in its rail system, and it really shows. Trains were our main mode of transportation, and they made exploring the country really efficient, comfortable, and honestly pretty fun. And we met some great people on board. Now, we traveled during Ramadan, and in some cities like Fez and Marrakesh, you hardly noticed. But in Casablanca and Tangier, it was a different story. It was really hard to find food during the day unless you went to McDonald's or a Starbucks, and almost everything in Casablanca Voyageurs, the train station, was open, so we could get snacks for our trip. So before we go find our train, I want to talk about tickets. We purchased our tickets online from home, and now there's a few ways you can do this, and the first sites that will pop up online are third-party ticket sellers like Rail Ninja. And there's nothing wrong with booking with them, but if you book directly with ONCF, which is the name of the rail company here in Morocco, you're going to save a lot of money. Let me show you. Here's a copy of my first class ticket, 129 dirhams, which is $19.37 Canadian or $13.88 US. Through Rail Ninja, the same ticket is 113 Canadian dollars. It's a significant savings to buy it through the ONCF website. So there's one hitch though. The ONCF website is a bit of a bear to open in Canada anyways. Let me know if it is in the States as well. I was not able to open it in Google, but I was on Safari. So try a different browser, and I'm going to add some information below in the description that might help you if you're struggling with opening the site. There is also an app available for your phone, and again, I can download it, but I can't use it here in Canada, but it would be useful in Morocco for booking tickets if you're traveling by train. And one last option, you can always go old school and buy your tickets at the station. Alright, because I purchased the tickets online at home, and I have them in my little duotang here, we actually don't need to go do anything else. We can just get right on the train, and they will scan the little QR code that's on here already. The train is in the station. We are so excited. Make sure to arrive 20 minutes before your departure time. These trains leave right on time, and they will not wait for late arrivals. We are riding on train number 1025. The coach number is 1 and seat number 81. Our seats are upstairs. Let's check them out. Wow, this is so modern. I love this. Now, we never travel first class anything, so this is super fun. There's our luggage there off to the right. Look at the spacious seats. These are beautiful. Storage up here as well if you want to keep a bag near you. Now, the seats are nice and wide, and there's actually a plug for each seat if you want to do some work and keep your stuff plugged in. And there's lighting right above it, just like an airplane. Each window has a sheer weave pull-down shade to keep out the harsh sunlight. Now we have a seat facing each other, which is really nice, and across from us is a 4-seater facing each other as well. As we head to the back, there's even more storage for luggage. And another 4-seater back here. At the time of booking, I was able to request upstairs or downstairs seating and the configuration that I preferred, and we got what we asked for. From Casablanca to Tangier, this train will make 2 stops, one in Rabat and one in Kenitra. Also, no smoking is allowed, and cell phones need to be in silent. There are bathrooms on board, one upstairs. This is the upstairs. They're tiny. They're like an airplane bathroom. And as we head downstairs, I'll show you that one as well. But first, let's have a look at what the downstairs first class area looks like. Same as upstairs, it feels a little tighter in here and there's definitely a lot more people. Here's that downstairs bathroom. It's tiny as well, just like an airplane bathroom. Now I have to say that when you flush this, it does not go out onto the rails. They actually have holding tanks in these trains. The ride is incredibly smooth and fast. Al Boraq can reach speeds of up to 320 kilometers an hour. That's about 200 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest trains on the African continent. The trip from Casablanca to Tangier takes just over 2 hours, compared to nearly 5 hours by regular train. This is what second class looks like. There's still loads of room for luggage, nice seating configuration. Some seats have that center table and you still get the sheer weave roller shades. Now there is a cafeteria car on the train that you can check out, but I didn't even notice it until we got off, and I did pop in to have a quick look. So I'm not sure if it was even open. We were traveling during Ramadan and they didn't even bring the food trolley through first class at all, which I thought was a bit short-sighted considering how many tourists were on board who weren't observing Ramadan. This would have been a really nice space to come for a coffee and a treat while on board. And just like that, 2 hours later, we're in Tangier, ready for our next adventure. As we head into the station here at Tangier, I just want to talk about luggage. You can pretty much bring any size bag you want. There's no strict weight limit. You can bring suitcases and bags. Just be sure to store large items in the racks at the end of each car. Let's head on into the Tangier train station and have a look around. Like I said earlier, the main train stations in Morocco are very modern and easy to navigate. Let's talk a little bit about scams before we leave the station. Moroccan train stations are generally safe, but be cautious of common scams. Watch out for unofficial porters or helpers who demand large tips after offering assistance. Only buy tickets from official ONCF counters or machines and avoid anyone offering to sell tickets outside. Taxis outside stations may refuse to use the meter or overcharge. Agree on a price in advance or use ride apps like we did with Kareem or Bolt. Keep an eye out for your belongings in crowded areas as pickpocketing can happen. To avoid using taxis, we actually stayed right here at the Hilton Garden. It was a beautiful hotel, really close to the water and walking distance to the Corniche. It was amazing. There's the train station there. As I turn around, here's the Hilton right here, and this is Tanger City Mall attached to it, and right beside that is the Hilton Garden where we stayed. Beautiful hotel, highly recommended. I'll have a video coming up on that hotel in a week or so. Thanks so much for coming along on this ride from Casablanca to Tangier on the bullet train. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Tinagirl Travels, and don't forget to ring that bell so you won't miss seeing what I have coming up next in Morocco. Before you go, check out the links in the description below for our favorite anti-theft day packs and crossbody bags. These are the ones Keith and I use on every single trip we take, and we highly recommend them. Thanks for watching Tinagirl Travels. If you want to see how the rest of our trip goes, be sure to follow along. Here are some videos I think you might like to watch next.